So like most Disney shows I never watched. And I think that's why I'm such a big Disney fan now, because I was like denied it.
It's probably why you have so much trauma, because you were denied Disney.
I know. Welcome back to the number 2 pod. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And this episode is going to be juicy.
What's up, guys? We are two lovers who love to chit chat and know all the drama, but not be in the drama.
Two boyfriends, well-informed, Hadabu Ray. We're two dudes who happen to be dating, here to give you the latest.
Hullabaloo. We are two ugly blokes who have been together for 10 years and who know nothing, but will tell you everything
about the Pottery Barn. Two buds baking banana bread, butt buddies
for the holidays.
Badunkadunk.
We are two puffs in the roughs,
cream of rice,
who will leave you
thirsty. The first topic of the week is voting. I voted. I'm just kidding. I didn't vote.
Not yet, but we're going to vote.
They sent me the thing in the mail.
This will be my first time voting.
That's crazy.
And it's not because I'm irresponsible. It's because I barely just became a citizen.
You're a citizen of the world.
Originally from the UK.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I'm super excited about it.
Voting is pretty crazy because once you get the ballot, like you're sold this story about, you know, who to vote for president, but you don't realize there's all these other things and people. And if you don't watch TV and you throw away the mailers that come in the mail, you're like, who are these people? And then you're forced to make these decisions. It's like you're like handed a Scantron test from the 90s.
And did you pass?
Like, so crazy. Anyway, we haven't done our ballots yet. We have them. We will do them. And then we will put them in.
Thanks for reminding us.
Voting is actually kind of scary.
Who are you voting for?
That's really none of your business. What are the issues? It's always interesting because you get the ballot and you look at like the props or whatever, which is short for, what is prop short for? Proposition? Proposition? I'm propositioning you.
Propagate?
That's for plants. Anyway, you get it and then you look at it and you're like, I don't know how I feel about the road signs. Like, I don't know. It's always like weird stuff. And you're like, why aren't we just voting for livable wages and fair rent and
tale as old as time,
like free fresh flowers on the kitchen table? Super
important.
But instead it's like, I don't know, the dumbest stuff.
We should have voted on if both of us are going to wear beanies or not. Did you notice both of us are wearing beanies today?
Where is the vote on that? It is winter time in California, so I am now permitted to wear winter wear.
I wore a red beanie today because it is my favorite color. And it is my favorite color because
dashing through the snow.
Christmas is almost here. No. Actually, we're wearing red and green, so that is Christmas.
Oh my gosh, this is our pre-Christmas, pre-Halloween.
Why did you wear your beanie? Is that your favorite color?
I just put it on. I don't know. I don't make informed fashion decisions.
But we make informed political decisions.
I honestly believe this is a little controversial, so lean in when you're listening. I voted every time. Nothing changes. Everybody's still poor.
It just gets worse.
Like nothing improves. They gave us the right to get married, like the right to spend more money.
Been together for 10 years, not married. But we don't like calling each other boyfriends. So we call each other partners. Gross.
I don't really think about that. Have I ever called you a partner?
I don't know. It's just weird.
I think at work I call you my boyfriend.
After 10 years, it's just like...
That's what we are. We're friends partner. Who are boys.
But I guess you could say husband and then just not be married.
Why do I have to...
Wait, are we like domestic partners or something because of 7-year rule?
I don't
Who knows
think
that
so.
rule?
I don't think so. There's no way. I didn't check that box.
Are we partners? What is the law? Can we vote?
It should be on the vote. It's so confusing.
It should be on the ballet.
I hope everyone is voting.
Go out there, vote.
It seems like a lot of people don't vote.
It's important. I know
numbers.
We're joking around about it because life is hard and you joke around, but it's important to vote and important to be an informed being of society. Citizen of this country. Cue the music.
The Gilded Age. Voter fraud. Ways to improve voting. Allow individuals to vote in the Taco Bell drive-thru. Cheesy Gordita Crunch, Democrat, or other.
Make it a popular vote.
Most votes are popularity contests.
If you have 2 people in your state, that doesn't count.
I think that every state should have to present a presidential candidate, and then it could be a reality show
There should be a PowerPoint presentation.
where they present their qualifications and have to do some sort of bikini.
What t-shirt contest?
Absolutely not. But yes. I mean, yeah. I think any job should be based on qualifications. How about you? Aptitude,
Curriculum,
meningitis,
STD history.
test it or best it.
Wrap it up.
Where are the polls?
You got no poll.
Maybe the voting polls should be at the pole dancing clubs, and then more people would vote because you would get to vote, and they already have the private booths. So there's really no infrastructure issue. And then there is also entertainment, and you are also supporting the local economy.
And talent.
Female empowerment.
And male.
No,
Discrimination.
there are no male strippers at these clubs. I can guarantee it.
Oh, man.
And if there are,
It's me.
it's me. It's me being asked to leave by the hot wings bar,
Blacked out.
the unregulated hot wings bar in the corner. I'll have another, please.
Wait, are these
What were you
wings?
drinking? No, I'm asking for another dipping sauce.
Ranch.
Is this similar to cane sauce? I'll take a ranch as well. Thank you.
Brought to you by
Like, what's the conversation like in a strip club? Like, how are you enjoying the show?
Look at that vagina.
Her vagina was very magical and is empowering. She could be a doctor if I only voted.
You know what? I'm going to go in the booth and vote right now.
It will only cost me $300 to vote for 1 minute.
Good thing I'm a man in finance.
Working for another man in finance.
Capitalism.
Going with this, I don't understand.
Our next subject is, or topic is cartoons. And what did you grow up on watching? Like what cartoons?
Beavis and Butthead. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine me as a 1-year-old? Like,
Oh yeah, I can.
I remember being terrified of the Rugrats. It's such a real cartoon. Like, it's very real.
I can still watch the Rugrats today. I really can.
I go to bed sometimes at night, and at the end, the company that makes Rugrats, they have that banner that's like Klasky Supo or something.
Mm-mm.
It's at the very end.
Nickelodeon.
No, at the end, it's like the company that makes it. It's like Klasky Supo or something.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
We'll insert a graphic here. I guess I could read as a 1-year-old. Like,
Such a articulate child.
I was into the reading. I wasn't into the plot lines or the story.
Were you into reading Rainbow?
No, I was always into like the aesthetic. I had a big imagination as a kid.
I was into the music of Reading Rainbow, but
Take a look.
it's in a book.
I wasn't into reading. I'm sorry. The only reading I was into
As a child, I was into audiobooks.
as an elementary school student is they came out with these books. Shout out in the comments if you have read these books. I haven't read the books, but I've checked them out at the library many times.
Goosebumps.
No. Those were so scary. They were like, I don't know, they were like this big.
Those are pretty big books.
It was a chapter book. It was like medium read. It wasn't advanced reading, but it was medium reading. But they were like, that's how gay I was. They looked like little diaries, and they had cloth bookmarks like in them so you could save your place. And each one was like a story about like a colonial girl, like
What was this called?
finding, I don't know what they're called, but if you were a reader at the Scholastic Book Fair in elementary school, and the library had them, and they had different ones. And sometimes they were in different sections, which is kind of weird. But I liked the aesthetic of the book. Like, I liked that it looked like a little girl's diary. And I remember checking them out and being like, this is going to be so interesting to see what Teresa was doing in the village. But I would never read. I don't know how to read. Like, I would never read them.
You knew you were gay if you had the rainbow fish.
I love the rainbow fish. the glittery silver aesthetic.
I mean,
I still think about it.
there was that meme that was just like, if you had this book as a child, you're probably gay now.
Me.
Me. No, but cartoons. So cartoons that I loved growing up that we watched on a regular are
Yeah, what did you watch?
Thundercats. I mean,
And what is a Thundercat? It's a cat. Where's the thunder?
it's in the sword.
Oh, they had powerful swords.
Yeah. Thundercats, 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 Thundercats. Ho! He would call all of his friends hoes. It was really inappropriate.
Was this on cable or was this?
Yeah. Saturday morning
PBS.
cartoons.
Wow.
And then I would love to watch Pound Puppies.
That was a show?
Yeah.
I had a pound puppy.
I think everybody had a pound, but they
But I
still
didn't-
have Pound Puppies.
Really?
And I'm like, these kids probably have no clue what this is.
I didn't know there was a show.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but we used to, all 5 of us kids would watch Rainbow Bright. Maybe that's why we have a little bit of sugar in our tank. We would
Why is that
watch Rainbow Bright.
embarrassing? There's nothing embarrassing about
No, it was really good,
unicorns.
but not necessarily the show Rainbow Bright. We'd watch that one movie that was like the popular movie. A lot of Care Bears.
I remember the Care Bears.
And you ready for it? Drum roll. The ultimate of ultimate of ultimate.
The
cartoons.
ultimate or the ultimate?
Ultimate.
The ultimate of
The
all.
ultimate.
The ultimate
The
of all.
ultimate.
That's a new
is
word. I love that.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, you love Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Donnie, we have no Ninja Turtles.
I was like,
right
where
there.
is
It's all
Donatello?
Disney stuff.
We have so many toys, but no time to play with them. I love cartoons. I think if you're a media company out there, there should be a streaming platform where you can watch all the old cartoons. But instead, because like we have nieces and a nephew, and when we try and pull up shows for them to watch, like it's confusing. It's like trucks.
Oh, yeah, with the nieces and nephews, one show I really want them to watch and I grew up with and I have such nostalgia for is Follow That Bird. Sesame Street,
What
the
is
movie,
that?
Follow
No,
That
I
Bird.
never saw that.
Oh my God. If you know, you know, you know.
The only kids movie I know well, not because I watched it growing up, but because when I babysat our cousins, they would watch it. It was Elmo in Grouchland. Oh my God, that movie's traumatizing. And the Barney movie where they go on the flying pirate ship. That one is
I've never seen any of those.
wild.
So, what are some cartoons that are very nostalgic? And say, if Wesley is growing up, you're like, I want to show Wesley this and
Honestly,
get him into that.
I can't think of any.
Did you even watch cartoons as a child?
We didn't watch a lot of TV. My dad basically gave us an ultimatum as kids, and he would say, we were a little bit older, but when I was a little kid, I don't remember what I would watch. Trauma blocking. My dad would say, do you want the Disney Channel or do you want Nickelodeon? But Nickelodeon was always like less expensive in the package because Disney is always a premium. So we would have Nickelodeon. So like most Disney shows I never watched. And I think that's why I'm such a big Disney fan now, because I was like denied it.
It's probably why you have so much trauma, because you were denied Disney.
I know. But like most Disney shows I've never seen. Like I think I've seen a couple episodes of Even Stevens. I remember when the Even Stevens movie came out and I was like, they're singing. It's so cool.
Is that
That's not a cartoon, no,
Oh.
but basically, I don't know. I mean, these new kids, like with AI and
Were you a
YouTube-
SpongeBob kid?
No,
Were you a Simpsons kid?
no,
Maybe you just weren't a cartoon kid.
I wasn't.
What did you watch? Like adult, like Matlock?
I had a really good imagination. So, what I was trying to say earlier is with Rugrats, like
You read books.
I didn't pay attention to the plot. I would like see the like aesthetic of the animation because it's really unique animation. Rugrats, the colors, there's no other show that's like that, you know? And I would just like be in their house in my brain, just like walking around being like, I hope I don't bump into Angelica.
I mean, you must have been brought up on Disney animation, cartoon, VHS tapes.
So yes and no. We didn't really go to the theaters to see them, but what we
Neither did
would
I.
do, yeah, it was a premium. But back in the day in Kansas City, where I grew up, shout out Chiefs, whatever.
Yeah, football.
They had a movie theater chain called the Glenwood Theaters, and I loved it because my name is Glenn, and I was like, I have my own theaters. Like I was convinced somehow, and it was like going to be given to me.
This is my land.
And ultimately, they went out of business or got bought out by AMC, which is also based in Kansas City. But I think they tore most of them down. But they would do the Saturday like movies or whatever, and it was like $1 or whatever, or $5. So that's how I would end up seeing movies, because we would go and it was like something to do during the summer with other kids.
What was your first movie you ever saw?
No idea. Literally, I'd have to ask my mom, but no
Okay,
idea.
carry on.
That'd be good to know. Anyway, so that's how I saw most movies, but it was like $5 and you would get to see all these movies all summer long on like Thursdays or something. And then they would have a snack table set up. Like you wouldn't go to the regular concession stand. It was like special.
Like for free?
No.
Oh.
But the prices were like, you know, a quarter, 50 cents, $1. And I remember just being like, I'm going to go see this movie. And they had those pixie sticks that were like huge. And you'd be like, I'm going to get a pixie stick. And just like, I mean, to this day, like I can, and that this was before stadium seating. If you remember, we grew up without the internet and we grew up without stadium seating in theaters. So it's just that like gentle incline at the theater. So you're just sitting there watching this movie that came out 2 years ago.
And if the person in front of you is too tall,
chugging your pixie stick, and those like gross wooden seats that they never cleaned. And you're just like, this is the life.
The first movie I ever saw, and I was 8 years old, was Only the Strong.
Never
if you
heard
know,
of it.
you know.
Is it a kid's movie?
No, it's kind of like a martial arts capoeira movie. But yeah, we'll insert something.
Insert poster art here. We'll have to look that one up and relive it.
Oh my God. And then I was obsessed with that, and I wanted to be that.
A capoeira?
Capoeira. Banana way, na na na.
What cartoons did you guys grow up with? Let us know in the comments below.
No, the only reason why I'm talking about that is because, like the nieces and nephews, I really want them to, I don't know, watch the older cartoons. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff there. I mean, there's a lot of trauma stuff too. If you ever watch back Gem and the Holograms, the actual cartoon, producers are like slapping the girls. Violence. Do not watch that. Do not let your kids watch that. Horrible.
A healthy conversation afterwards. This is how it used to be. Cartoons. Who is coloring in the cartoons? Are cartoons like pieces of paper that they move around, or is it a computer thing?
It's magic.
Because did they have computers back then that could do that? Is there a camera and they're just holding the flip book for 5,000 pages? I mean, I watch documentaries on Disney animation, like Snow White and stuff, and there's like 1,000 people in a room like coloring in the cells.
Yeah, well, I think animation like that costs a lot of money and took a lot of time, and that's why they don't make it like that anymore.
I don't think they paid the people back then. I think it was like, come to the studio and we'll give you a penny a day, and you'll be working for the magic.
There isn't a Disneyland yet, but we're making one. Don't you worry.
The transatlantic lifestyle. Our final topic of the pod is doing stuff. Are you guys doing stuff or leaving your house? Because I have I have to go to work because I need money, but I would not go to work if it didn't give me money. And even then, I try not to go there,
Let's all take a second and have imagination. If you had all the time in the world, where's somewhere you'd go? That isn't Disney. Let's just go and just take some time and be places.
This is a hard question. We've talked about this before because it's like you could fly to a tropical island, but then there's nothing to do. And it's like relaxing for 2 days.
Sometimes nothing to do is something to do. Like that's...
But then it's like almost
amazing.
Too little to do because you're just like, okay, the hotel room's nice. I can lay on the beach.
But you're the person that half the time we'll talk about because you are very busy and you're on the go, which like I'm proud of you for, but it's nice to take some time and just relax. And
yeah, but if I'm going to have one vacation a year, like I'm just going to go sit in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of mean tourists. You're like, I don't know.
True. I mean, sometimes taking a vacation and going on the plane, packing, doing all that stuff is just work in itself. So a vacation doesn't become a vacation because you get like 2 seconds of just like relaxation. That's why a lot of people, and I don't know who those people are, but a lot of people say that staycations are a little bit better just because, you can just go get a hotel down the street and then relax and, just take your time, get some dinner.
My idea for a vacation, this topic was supposed to be, what is everybody doing? Because we're just staying home like at all costs. But I get it. You elevated it. I think that there should be a vacation where they just shoot you in the face and you die and you just get to experience.
No, we are positive people. That should not happen. That's so
too
horrible.
Dark.
That's very dark. We are not a dark podcast. But if you want to be, I would slit my wrist right now.
But don't make a mess.
But do it in the bathtub.
Do it in the bathtub.
That's disgusting.
Happy Halloween.
Anyway, I'm not going on a vacation anytime soon.
Hey, I like staying home. Like, who wants to be out and about and being a degenerate? Sometimes I do like that. But yeah, staying home is very tranquil most days.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing. Home. You're my home. When you don't want to shoot what the?
I think there's something in this coffee. Fentanyl.
Okay, no more coffee for Glenn.
I need to wake up. I have to go to work.
Your suicidal coffee. Yeah, but the things you like to do you like to go to a park and swing on a swing?
I'm not really into swings.
You negate a lot. What are you into?
Negating. Thank you for your contribution.
Let us know in the comments if you like to negate as well.
I just want to make sure that whatever you say, I say the opposite of, so that people know I know my opposites.
I feel like my dad's like that. Anytime, his team isn't playing like in football or something, he likes to go for the underdog. Or if like the whole house is for like one team, he'll be like, just to be controversial, he'll be like, going for this other team. It's like, all right, you just want to fight people.
Some people just want to be the center of attention.
Oh, that's my dad.
And that's okay.
My dad will be the center of attention. Love him. He's the best. Papa, can you hear me?
All right, friends. This has been another episode of the Number 2 Pod. We are curious to know what you guys like or don't like about the pod. So leave a comment below. Send us a message. Follow us on social media. We have so much fun making the show. We are all over the place and we want to make it as amazing as possible for you all.
We're just two guys who kiss, who have electronic equipment that makes noise and video. And
I don't know. I'm just always waiting for you to sing. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just always like, I think it's the musical theater in me. It's like you're vamping and then it's like,
telling you.
I'm not.
You're the best part I've ever known. There's no way I could ever go.
That's actually a good topic. Like Jennifer Hudson is a gaslighter.
She lights a lot of gas.
She was a singer, like a Disney cruise ship singer. Amazing. Won us over on American Idol. She won the Oscar for Dreamgirls, right? Like, or was at least nominated.
I mean, she won a lot of things.
Killed it, acting, singing. There's not a lot of dancing in that show, but dancing.
Oh, she can dance.
That was it.
No.
She has her show now and like all her albums, but it's like, she's a music theater girly. It's like, go do that because...
Well, not necessarily. She's a gospel girly.
No. She's a musical theater girly at heart. Like, she can do gospel well, but it's like, I feel robbed a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, she's obviously like busy and like has a life. So she's probably like, I ain't trying to do that for 5 pennies, but
I think she's killing it. And I mean, she can never really do wrong.
Well, she did me wrong by not, you know what I mean? Like, think of the Broadway, like think of like,
you just want her to go back on Broadway. You want her to
do
like,
a movie musical or something like.
Yeah. I mean, I think we missed that performance part of, but she performs on her show a lot.
Yeah, but just like doing a song is not the same. You know what I mean? Like, we need all of her. And she's
Glenn needs more. You heard it here first.
Yeah. And it's like Kelly Clarkson, like, she knows her lane. You know what I mean? Like, she's not trying to like.
Wait, what do you mean?
She's not like in Waitress. You know what I mean? Like, because she's not trying to be like an actress. But Jennifer Hudson like showed us what she can do. And now it's like.
Oh, she's like
she's
a
not
triple,
doing
quadruple threat.
Kelly Clarkson could probably kill it. Like, I have no doubt. But she's not trying to do that. That's like not her goal or her ambition.
Yeah.
But Jennifer Hudson, like, I mean, come on. 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But it's
Jennifer
like.
Hudson, get back in the theater or else.
She doesn't need to be on a talk show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the talk show is great,
apparently.
but like, I'm just saying, since you sang that song, I have opinions.
And your opinions are valid.
All right, friends. Thanks for listening to Pod. We love you. We miss you.
God bless you.
And may you go out and be kind to your neighborhood gay. And remember, you should give them money because they need it for decorating. And it's an investment because it may come back to you in the future in taste or in an emergency. A gay is always good in an emergency.
Not these gays, because we have no taste.
We have no taste. But if you're having an emergency in the neighborhood, are you going to go to Carl across the street or are you going to go to Caleb? You know what I mean?
Definitely Carl.
No, you're going to go to Caleb.
No, Carl.
Caleb is going to organize the neighborhood. He's going to know a nurse. Carl's going to go to the garage and be like, I've got a weed whacker in there somewhere that I can get the hedge down with for the cat. Caleb's going to be like, I know Tony, who works at the mortician, and he can actually clean up that blood if you'll drag the body. You know what I mean?
Who am I dating?
I'm just saying, like,
Wait, are we dating after 10 years?
No,
We're partners. Disgusting.
there's no partnership. It's like we're
We're business partners.
hallucinators.
What if you're not real and this is like the Fight Club? And what if you're me, but like the gayer me?
You're pretty gay.
Man.
You're actually way gayer than I am.
Yes. But what if you're not real though?
Well, make sure you vote.
Delulu.
Bye.
Make sure you vote. Bye.